To the March 5th City Council meeting. Roll call, please.
Richardson.
Here.
Garza.
Here.
Meggers.
Here.
Goss.
Here.
Best.
Here. Next item, please.
Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This morning, Pastor Tanya will be having our prayer.
Please join me in prayer. Holy and gracious God, we give you thanks for the gifts of this new day, especially for your steadfast love and your faithfulness to this world that you have created. As this group gathered here this morning begins their work, we take a moment to pause, to rest in your presence, to be still, and to know that you are God. Would you ground all that we say and do today, here and as we go about the day, firmly in our experience of your love, and give us eyes to see and hearts to respond to the opportunities before us to share your love. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Tanya. Next item.
Proclamation for theater in our schools.
This morning, Karen, are you going to accept this proclamation? And
President will.
the group? All right. I don't have her name or his name. All right. Meet me up at the podium, please. Whereas theater programs help develop leadership skills and build confidence in the participants, and whereas 95% of school administrators believe that theater experience improves students' overall academic skills, and whereas audience-based participation in the arts and personal participation in creating art are both linked to higher levels of civic engagement and social tolerance, and whereas Theaters in Our Schools Month is a special opportunity for our community to engage in the ongoing process of theater education and to bring a heightened awareness of the importance of the arts in education. And whereas Reno County Schools have drama, theater, arts teachers who work diligently to create classrooms and allow students to learn and thrive, and who are involved in district, state, and international theater arts and initiatives. And whereas theater programs are an integral part of communities throughout this country, including the city of Hutchinson. Now therefore, I, Greg Fast, Mayor of the city of Hutchinson, Kansas, do proclaim the month of March as Theater in Our Schools Month. And would you like to say a few words? And would anybody want to come up for a picture? We are certainly willing to do whatever you so desire. Would you like to speak? It is theater.
There's thespians.
This is your stage.
Open mic night.
Yeah.
Michael is double dutying as his big job as a reporter and newspaper owner and also a high school student.
Is he really a reporter or is he acting like it?
Thanks,
Yeah.
Well, thank you for this. Okay, everybody can see. Fantastic. Okay. Well, thank you. Theater in our schools is very important. The arts is obviously very important, and we feel like what we do is really important. The kids get a lot out of it, and so we're just thankful, and we just try to get as much advocacy out as we can and let everybody know about it. And we do have a show coming up March 21st through 24th if anybody wants to come see it. It's called Wonderland High. But it's a wonderful thing, and thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah, thanks, Karen, and thanks for what you do in our community.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Yep.
Next item.
Item number 5, oral communications from the audience.
Is there anyone here that would like to take 5 minutes and speak to the council on matters not on the agenda? All right, hearing none. Next item.
Item number 6, consent agenda.
Any questions or comments about the consent agenda?
This consent agenda includes the encroachment agreement with Black Hills Energy, which is a really technical term for just the next step of the project that we're completing at the, what's the name of the trailhead?
Plum Creek,
No,
GBI.
the Bad Bobby, the Bad Bobby trailhead. So I think it's a really cool project when it's going to be finished with the shelter and the picnic tables and all of that, and the actual parking lot. So I am in support of this, and the rest of them I have no other questions on.
I have noticed also as we fill these advisory boards, there seems to be fewer and fewer applicants, and so obviously we will approve the appointment to the Visit Hutch Advisory Board, but there are many boards that you can serve on as a community member and would encourage people to get involved. So anyway, that's.
And the Visit Hutch and the Market Hutch advisory board, I served on the Market Hutch advisory board, and it was really interesting to follow the work that they did and read the numbers of how much retail is coming into downtown, how much retail is coming into Hutchinson, and to be involved in that process, because it's just one of the small ways that you can give back to your community without having to have a huge time commitment. So board service is very important.
Anything else or a motion?
I move to approve the consent agenda and authorize the mayor to sign.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Richardson,
Yes.
Garza,
Yes.
Megers,
Yes.
Goss,
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. I don't believe there's any new business to conduct, so the floor is yours, Scott.
Okay. I don't have a whole lot. I just want to say thanks for this weekend. We got to spend some time with our department heads. I think that was a very great time we got to spend with them and get input and collaborate on just making this place a better city. And I'm just excited for the future of where Hutchinson's headed. And I think that's all I have.
All right. Steve?
I agree with Scott. We had a great time with our department heads, learned about each other a lot, and I think it was a great thing. That's all I got.
John?
I would just mention that on April 4th, again, is the out-of-town hall for people that have moved to Hutchinson from other areas to gather information on, help us learn what brings people to Hutchinson and how we can extrapolate on that and improve our ability to bring people to town. And it's at 6 p.m. at Memorial Hall on April 4th. It's a Thursday night. That's all I have.
All right. Stacy?
I'll echo Mr. Meggers's remarks about the retreat. It was really nice to connect with the director heads and have open and honest conversations with them about kind of where they would like us to head in the future, and really just it humanized everybody in the room because we were allowed to kind of talk freely. It was a open meeting. Anybody was welcome to attend. We did not have any guests or public attendance, but people were able to speak freely, and it was really nice to hear from everyone. Over the weekend, so that was held at Dillon Nature Center, and as we came out Saturday, it was beautiful outside, and the place was packed, so it's always nice to see people enjoying the Nature Center, and then we went down to the zoo and the playground and Cary Park and the trails, and the zoo was packed, lots of people with out-of-town t-shirts, and that's always really nice to see, and the playground was, again, it was packed. The golf course was full, so glad to see people out enjoying the amenities that we take pride in. And then, again, I submitted a couple of things over the weekend for See-Click Fix, and I just, again, want to encourage people to put their complaints about sidewalks, codes, all sorts of things in there, and that's one of the best ways for the city to take in that information from residents, and that's all I have.
Well, to avoid being redundant, you guys have said what I was going to say. I think that as a city, what I learned, we could improve our messaging. We need to be talking about the good things and the positive things that we do in Hutchinson. And, this town's been very good to me, born and raised here, and proud to be from here. And so anyway, thank you, Mary Grace, for your part in getting that little retreat and that all together. It was a good weekend. That's all I have.
Thanks for that. I will reiterate, staff and myself truly appreciate all the hard work and the dedication, everybody coming in and having a great collaborative spirit. Couple different things I'd like to reference is that we have posted some new positions. I encourage you to go onto the HutchGov website, the City of Hutchinson website. We have some new positions, and we do have a public communications position that we did post for said reason. That's exciting. We have a new HRO position that's posted. So there's a lot of opportunity on our website, and I welcome you and encourage you to apply. We're looking for talent. That's what we're looking for, and we encourage you and would love to work with some new talent. I wanted to give a congratulations to Lacey Mills, who is our new United Way CEO. I know Lacey; she'll do a great job, and we wish Lisa Gleason all the wonderful. Thank her for all the wonderful work she has done, and an exciting chapter she's moving into with the Alice Project. Today's a big day. We're excited. We continue to search for a city manager, and we are very focused. And I commend you, council, on making sure that you take the time to get to the right decision. So I appreciate your efforts, and we look forward for what the future has to hold.
All right.
I'd like to add something about Rotary.
Oh, certainly.
Yesterday, the three of us had the privilege of being at Rotary, and there was a couple of city staff there as well. It was a really good program. We heard from the landmark. I'm sorry, what's her name? Laura Dick. Thank you. And Mr. Prejean, who has been serving as the director of that position, and work is starting soon at the landmark, and they reviewed the floor plans and the work that they've put in so far and her vision for what's next. And it was really interesting to see, I don't know, like the 6 or 8 levels of funding that are coming into town through state, federal grants, historic preservation, as well as private funding. And when that's done, it's going to be, well, it's going to take a little while, but when it's done, it's going to be a gem. And I look forward to watching the progress and just watching it kind of catapult downtown into what's next for downtown.
I would agree. And since you mentioned it, just to further clarify, that project is not low income. It's moderate income housing with market rate housing, 2 different things. I believe 41 apartments, and I have a schedule here of, if everything goes well, construction will begin a year from now, and then will be completed a year from next March in 2026. So, I think it's exciting. I don't want people to be overexcited saying, why isn't that thing being built? There's a whole lot going on and a whole lot more to it than just the construction, with all the layers of funding, all of the activity there. So again, a great thing for downtown. We continue to work on our downtown master plan. We meet every other week talking about what that looks like. But and furthermore, 2 letters on my desk this morning from the state talking about that project and the historic designation that they're getting. All of these things are part of the funding layers of that project. So anybody else have anything else? No. I would like to have an executive session for about 10 minutes and just on some information that came to me, so that we're all on the same page. So do I have a motion for just 10 minutes? I'll do it.
I motion to recess into executive session pursuant to the personnel matters of non-elected personnel, exception KSA 75-4319B1, in order to discuss city manager matters, the open meeting to resume in council chambers at 9:25.
I'll second that.
Call the roll, please.
Richardson.
Yes.
Garza.
Yes.
Megers.
Yes.
Goss.
Yes.
Pass.
Yes.